I like people. And as long as you don't knife my ass, I feel good about you. For the most part, until you prove otherwise. You know, I kind of judge when I get to know you a little better. Your friends, for instance, cool cats. What if I approach them with bad terms? It would suck for me because I wouldn't have friends. It's a bad move. So for me, I like the people. I like the experience. One of the things I feel grateful about as a serious alcoholic for a good while is memory retention. I remember quite a bit. What I remember of the time, because I had blackouts, what I remember of the time, frequently in some cases, or rather periods, what I remember, I still remember. So like, I remember a flash waking. I remember moments still. Yeah. So I'm glad it hasn't, like you were saying, it doesn't have all of your brain, except parts of your brain. And it sucks that it does, but my brain's been probably by the brain cells I killed. Yeah. It's unfortunate, but
collateral damage is going to happen.
Yeah, life does it too. Aging. Man.
Age will damage you too.
Yeah. I've really enjoyed kicking it with you. Thank you for being on this. I think it's wrapping up. I think it's about done. Word. Did you? Was it all right?
Yeah.
Cool. I thought it was real nice. It's gonna have to be 21 plus. But hey, that's how it is.
Sure subject.
I'm still not going to include names. I included your name and a few others. I'm not going to. It's just a policy. Just a policy. Including mine, you saw. You know, it's just a policy because it's not for money. Why would I want? I mean, come on.
I don't know. It seems like you're going out of your way to like make it notice. I just don't understand it.
Well, it.
Almost like you. I don't know. Like you don't want anybody to know anybody.
And yet they're just seeing us live in person. You know, you see my initials. You know what my initials are. You know, I'm not trying to hide my imagery so much. You get to know me much better. But like, the question is, what's in a name? That's another discussion, of course. But you know, it really is a big question. What's in a name? You're embarrassed at first, you grow into it. It's biblical. So you got it good from the day one. You know? So rock that, you know? He was a cool cat. I think he was the one who wrestled with the demon apparently. Or not the demon, the angel. The angel was kind of both. You know, the New Testament kind of looks at the Old Testament in terms of followers as kind of mean. Like the mean God. Oh, Old Testament. And I looked for it. Because I grew up Christian, I looked for the mean God. I didn't find it.
Well,
even in terms of human,
sacrifice his son and stuff, right?
I'm sorry. Yeah, but he didn't do it. He said, "Whoa, hold up! I was testing your faith." Yeah. Whoa! Don't butcher your own kid. I gave it to you. It's a blessing. Don't fuck that up.
Why would he do that though?
Well, it's a test of faith.
Well, but faith in it. Oh, he just wanted to be like, "Oh, you're gonna do it for real."
Well, the big one's Job. That guy got. And I think it's people who believe in God and attribute things to God. I don't think. See, I'm with you. God is not necessarily a person. I don't look at God as a person. I agree. God is being here at all because you didn't put yourself here.
Like arrogant to look at God as a person at all.
You what?
I think it's pretty arrogant. It's not a good idea to try to attribute human characteristics to God.
That's what Jesus does. That's what Christ as a figure does. Messiah figure does.
Yeah, but not as far.
And prophets to some extent.
I just don't buy that.
I don't either.
Jesus never.
Not in those terms.
He never passed judgment on anyone.
He seemed like a cool dude from what I've heard.
He never tested anybody. You know what I mean? He didn't tell anybody to go kill their kids.
But you still would be intimidated by him. You said, like you'd be like, my question's retarded. I shouldn't ask it.
I don't think intimidated is the right word.
What's the word?
Be like overwhelmed.
Yes, that's probably likely. But what if he was really warm and inviting, which is how I picture him?
I'm sure he is, but it's probably still overwhelming.
Yeah.
It would be like. I mean, it would be like looking at someone that you know you should. You probably wouldn't be able to think of an excuse of why you can't be like that if you saw him. You know what I mean?
Because he's human. You're saying why you can't be like that?
Right.
So it's possible. Like you were saying, it's everybody. I like this. It's very
Yeah, I think that would be
thoughtful.
The ultimate reality check is like actually setting eyes on a completely self-realized person.
Do you think
it would make you realize that you're not? You would see that all of a sudden, even if you've never seen it in your whole life. You would understand.
Yeah,
wow,
maybe
this is what I'm doing wrong. You know what I mean? Like, I get it now. I think it would just be like a click, like a switch, just like that. And I think that's why it's such a big deal, and it still is such a big deal, is because every person that he ever encountered, he affected that way.
Yeah, he's.
You know.
Yeah.
I really believe that. Probably even the people that killed him.
Yeah, probably especially these guys. Yeah, that's interesting, man. I'm really glad we had this. I mean, thanks for sharing it with everybody, but I had no idea. I've never really thought about the Messiah figure that much. I mean, I'm asking, I've thought about it, but I've never thought about him as a.
Spend an inordinate amount of time thinking about it.
Really? So you think Jesus was? Are you? I know you're not Christian, but how do you consider Jesus Christ the Messiah?
Yeah, among others.
Neat. Oh, okay. So you're talking about like Islam.
Buddha. I mean, pretty much anybody you think probably was. You know what I mean? Maybe not.
Like Gandhi.
Maybe not all
Mother
the
Teresa?
way, but
In their own way, maybe.
a lot more.
In a human,
Closer to
individual.
Closer to the end of the pole. You know what I'm saying?
Word. Yeah, in their own individual.
They
way.
might have still had their thing that kept them separate from being just all encompassing. You know what I mean? But
yeah.
they definitely knew what they were talking about.